G'day guys and girls, and welcome back to our little channel, Goodies Beer Reviews. Just had a rip of my medication and look what I've got today. A dirty glass, which you're in Australia, it's hot. And everyone's got to know when it's hot because you go around saying in Australia, geez, it's hot, or F, it's hot, or shit, it's hot, or guess what, geez, it's hot. Great Northern. Oh, what am I doing to myself? Goodies Craft Beer Reviews. Anyways, I'm trying to think if I got one in there. I'm running low. I need a trip to Ballina, first choice. But I went there and all the churs just sold out. It's depressing. Look, 2 for 10, 2 for 12. Yeah, not cheap. But if you went to a bar that cost you a fortune here in Australia, all those, Great Northern Super Crisps. I think this is the weak one or the mid-strength one. I think it comes in two. Look, I'm sorry, Your Honour, guilty. I've bought in cartons of Great Northerns before. And it's because they were on special and I had people coming over. I probably didn't like that much. And I just went, have a beer. That's why I buy it. I don't want to give my good stuff. Oh, here, try this. You know what I mean. I'm only fucking joking. Christ, calm down, everyone. Great Northern Brewing in the shed today because I've been working on the SS. I've got an SS. Yeah, because I'm fucking Australian. Great Northern Brewing. Hasn't got a shed badge though. So, doing it right as an Aussie. And you know what? Australian people, English people, Irish, Scottish, those big background heritages, we're all fucking a bit of this and a bit of that and a bit mixed here. And, if you've got Indigenous Aboriginal blood and you're people gone out with each other, God forbid. Anyways, we're all fucking just in Australia. I don't know, we can't lose. And I don't want to say people like me because I'm a fucking idiot. But just people our Australians. Okay, I don't know, Indigenous people too, you're Australian. And that's going to cost some, I get it. But for me, I consider myself a pretty educated, simple, non-hateful dude. You just got to go, we're just fucking Australian. I don't know. We're going a bit funny, haven't we? Great Northern. So yeah, the red one I think's the full strength. This came out originally as Great Northern, then they did the red strength. I thought, nice crack on the can, very firm. A little bit of smoke off the top, but not much. Look, I'm sorry about the dirty glass, but when in Rome, I do use clean glasses. I've done about God knows how many beer reviews, so this isn't my first rodeo. Look, nice looking beer on the pour. This should have a little blanket over it. Oh, not that dirty though. Well, wouldn't matter. Not much of a spiel. Super crisp, low bitterness. So it's saying it's got a marlin. That's a marlin, I think. I don't fish much. I tell people I do, but I don't. I'm shit at it. Fuck, I'm bad at it. It's one standard drink. So definitely a mid-strength beer, hot summer day beer, macro type lager for Australia that's probably not even owned by us. Oh, it's got Queensland on it, but it's because it's born in Queensland. Well, okay, we won't knock a star off of that straight up. No offence to the Queenslanders, but I don't know, when they're here, some of them can't fucking keep to the left. Tell me if I'm right or wrong. Every person on the Pacific Highway or the motorway, or we got a big flash motorway now, you can't drop the hammer in the dual lanes, or they can't stay left, so you're in the right lane doing 80. Anyway, I don't want to pass out. Look, okay looking beer. We'll have a smell. I'm not expecting much. You know what? Battery acid. When the old batteries from the 70s in your car, zinc smell. It's a zinc metallic. Yeah, it's not. It's you wouldn't wear it as parfum, even though I know VB got a parfum. But if there's someone on my channel who's bought the VB and wears it and swears by it, say hello, because I tell you, anyway, I spilled a beer once on me when I was out the piss, and I thought I smelled better than that. And it was, I think it was new. What is Great Northern? Like, okay, I drink some really nice beers, and I'm not a fucking, big bougie bloke. I got a still whippersnipper, like I like cars, I like bikes. I'm not your average, oh, we can't say that anymore, but I'm not your, I suppose, I don't have a man bun. I don't wear a tie when I don't have to. And I just tell food how it is. And this is, look, for what it's supposed to do, I get it. You come home from work, you've been working hard, it's hot, and put away 10 of these. And it's probably because, too, you hate your life, you're depressed. You come home, and if someone's nagging at you, well, they're not, or you come home lonely, or you just want to sit in the shed and leave me alone for an hour or two, or, in front of a game, or you just got to come, and then I'll reset and I'm fucking ready to go. But just give me, as long as your partner's had that opportunity too, let's be fair, But just a bit of peace and quiet. I love it. And Great Northern, like, it tastes like an 80s ashtray that's been used to the point where you want to throw it out. It's got it's just funky. Nah, see, look, there's people on the channel who like it, and I'm happy for you because it's a reasonably priced beer. And if you, like I said, if your aim is to come home and throw a few down, fuck yeah. Do you want to see the SS real quick while I'm drinking this? Look, like I said, if you see this, like if you're from Australia, okay, if you're not from Australia and you come here and buy these beers that aren't even owned by Australians, like, your VB, just, I'd say, yeah, I've always stuck by it, your Reshers or your Melbourne Bitter, and go from there. People drink this, Queensland go on about it, it's originated up there, and, that's probably one of their biggest achievements, as being a Queenslander. This beer is probably their biggest achievement. I personally think we should extend the border up, at least to Townsville. Oh, do I really want that though? It's always fucking blowing and galing, and I reckon we go up to Brisbane and we take over a bit more. You guys have got a bit more acreage, but you're short at the top where we're bigger in the girth. If I could live anywhere in Australia, probably WA. Well, I live in New South Wales, but I'd probably go to, I reckon WA, yeah. I got too much shit to move now, though. I'm like that old middle-aged guy, and you just got too much shit to move. Fucking bury me here now. It's an old saying too, isn't it? Just fucking leave me here, bury me here. So I'll show you the SS real quick. I won't do too much on it. Let's get some water into me. Lies. Fuck. You got me Great Northern to make Australian. Yeah, so this is my SS, yeah. And it's an SSV. Is it Nitro Orange they call it? I reckon it's fucking mint. Check out that. All original, standard. Mud flaps were put on it. In the boot, it's got the big rubber, rubber protective liner. The first owner, I'm the second owner. Isn't it grouse? And this one, yeah, the Series 2 this is, yeah, had the V8 badge and a few little differences with the Series 1 and the Series 2. But she's mean from the front. I'll show you inside. I'll put my beer on my other car. So check this out on the... I love these. I love the VEs. And if you can find orange floor mats like that for me, send me a link. And I mean the original ones, because you can't get them in that colour. Yeah. Mate, I've had this for years now. It's in good nick. Perfect nick. The old man's bit of paper on the... Yeah, the SSV had some certain colour stuff on the interior as well. And the back looks unreal. It's never been sat in the back. Well, maybe I should turn that on. You probably see the gauges, would you? Yeah, 22,000 kilometres. 22,800. Hasn't got a mark on it. The only thing I had fixed recently was the ceiling. The black liner in the front passenger was drooping a bit. So I got that fixed. Did an upholsterer. Did it properly. These are mint. Remember the old... I don't know if cars have still got these, do they? In the back, like they used to stick all your cannabis if you're in the back. Oh, sorry. They had cup holders in them sometimes, and geez, it's nice, isn't it? It is a good old Aussie saloon. Get my beer back. Yeah. 22,000 kilometres. I'm the second owner. I got the first owner's details in the logbook, and he had it serviced twice, I think it was, or 3 times. And I was on the internet one day, and I got paid. I remember I got fucking paid. And I had a good tax return. And when I say good, it wasn't fucking massive. But and at that stage, I think I had a home loan. I went, it was on the internet at a car place in, believe it or not, in Queensland. So thank you. But if I extended the border, I would have covered my area anyway. Great Northern. This will get a few hits, and people will watch this and go, "Fuck, he's mad." I'm not. Ish. But like, yeah, and I drove. It's about a car, so it's a fucking cool story with a beer. So I drove up there. Oh no, did I drive up there? How did I get there? I don't know how I got there. Fuck, that's bad. Oh, hang on. Oh, the missus took me up. We stayed, I think, near Anyway, I think I got up there, or I might have showed a bit of leg. And got someone to pick me up on the side of the road. Fucking, I'd do a beer review while I'm being picked up by... That sounds weird. Anyways, back to the fucking car. So I went up there, picked it up, signed the papers, mate, bang, done, great price. Mate, my jaw dropped with the price. He would not budge. He knew. Fucking, and it was at a Fleet's place. And all the numbers are right and all revs checked. I did all that before I went, did me research, did me Googles even. And the funny thing... I asked for a picture of the logbook of the owner. And I did a few Googles and looked him up, and I found him still registered with the landline in Western Suburbs. I mentioned details. We're private here on the channel. But, Bob Favara. No, it wasn't. I just made that up. Who cares? It's an old fucking car now. But picked it up, and I rang him, and I said, "Look, mate, this is just me. Look, Jim needed to sell you anything. Like fucking solar panels, or your computer's got a virus. I'm just here to go. Did you own that car?" And, I was polite and I spoke to him. And he had a very enjoyable and sad conversation with me. And it was hard hearing this person you don't know and you're going to get their car. And he literally sold it like 3 days before. 2 days it got detailed. Not that it needed it. And hearing the story of this man that he said, when I retired, I just bought the car that I've always wanted. And I said, "Oh, obviously a V8. And he goes, "Yeah, a big V8, an Aussie V8. And he said, "I just wanted the dream of cruising along the highway where your engine's, pardon me, not ticking over. Our parents and other parents, you say, you get a bigger car with a bigger engine, just ticks over on the highway. Instead of other cars that are working hard. I mean, now it's all bullshit, isn't it? But back then, well, you could argue petrol wasn't expensive. But yeah, and he said, I drove it once in a blue moon. He said, and then he was, unfortunately, he had an illness. And he said, I'm just selling the car and I don't want to. And, oh, man, I don't know. Look, if you got to sell it, you got to sell it. But, and I'm not going to say my view, but like, if you've had this car and you've worked all your life for it and you've got your dream car, and that's why I love that car so much. People say, why don't you drive it? Oh, get out. Yeah, I do. I drove it today and I kick it in the guts and I let it, I give it but I take care of it. And not because of it is because of the story too. And when I was 18, I used to go to the Holland dealerships. What were they back then? VNs. VNs and VPs around then. This is when I could drive, and I remember seeing a VNSS, and they were the bee's knees with the 5 litre and a few little extra things. But the thing that got my heart was reading a Wheels magazine with my headphones in, and it was a yellow Walkman, sports Walkman, which is allegedly waterproof, but we wouldn't do it. And I was listening to Thunderstruck. Was it Thunderstruck? You bet. Or was it? Yeah, Thunderstruck. I'm sure it was. I'm sure they come out in 91, 92. It was one of the ACD. I should remember that. Anyway, I'm just on pressure because I'm on camera, and I'm going to go after this, so don't worry. Everyone's fucking gone. Slept. I had that AC/DC banging. And I was looking at a picture of a VNSS Group A on a fold-out front page, and I just looked and I went, that is the hottest thing I've ever seen. It was Bathurst. It was V8, unforgiving. Look at me, I'm ugly but beautiful car. Like the VL Walkinshaw. Like this car ever made. Fucking gorgeous. Gorgeous. Even the WRXs and the Lancers and Gumball 01, shout out for the Lancers. I'd give my left ball. I got to sell. I'm thinking about selling this thing because I need the money, 1, and 2. It's just the regos and all. And you can say don't register it, but guys, you still got to take care of it. And I think just as you get older, you just want to sort of, I don't know. But I do love it, and it sounds very, ambiguous there going, I'll take it, and I do. I polish it, I take care of it. Like, you look up the back up there, it's polished central, mate. Like, I got my gym and all, but it's just boys here, mate, like me and my teenager, but all my old helmets and trophies up the top there. See them up the top there? I've got some trophies. Yeah. Anyways, I'll leave it at that. Geez, I've yarned on a lot for a Great Northern review. Fucking hell. Bad language. Boring rubbish beer. I wouldn't bother with it. Get the full strength, but I remember this being tasting better than the full strength. I better go. I've talked enough shit, and I don't mean to embarrass myself, but I do like sharing a story and a yarn. And love each other, take care of each other, be kind to each other. I couldn't find Foster's a day for another member's request, subscriber's request, but I will. See you at the next one. God, I got to upload this. Catch us.